Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. We don't know the whereabouts of Chinese doctors. What? Nigerians, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone all around the world. We are here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the world. This is the Minister of Health saying they have no idea the whereabouts of the Chinese doctors. Guys, these are the same Chinese doctors that came to Nigeria. Remember, at the outbreak of coronavirus, when Nigerian doctors were putting their lives, healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, all professionals in the health industry were putting themselves, at risk, treating coronavirus patients and doing all they can to make sure that Nigerians are well looked after. The federal government went ahead and they made sure that they brought in Chinese doctors that Nigerians kicked against. And guess what? They spent money to bring them. While Nigerians were being, ostracized, not being treated properly in China and being brutally treated, federal government went ahead and brought them in. When they brought them in, they said that they were quarantining them and all that. Now, the Minister of Health is being asked, where are the Chinese doctors? He said they have no clue where they are. Anyway, let's get to the news and get all the details in full. We don't know the whereabouts of Chinese doctors. Hey, according to Nigerian Tribune, PTF, Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, announced that they are not informed of the location of the Chinese doctors and health specialists who are imported into the country a few weeks ago to assist Nigerians in its battle against the coronavirus pandemic. Dr. Osage, the Minister of Health, disclosed this while speaking at the daily briefing of the PTF in Abuja. Can you imagine gross level of indiscipline, no accountability that is going on in Nigeria? Let's continue. Osage marveled why there are so much attention on the Chinese health specialists and told the journalists not to ask him about their location again. Where are they? You are saying they should not ask you again. Much controversy has stalked the association of the federal government on enabling the importation of the Chinese health professionals, a different group and association, comparing National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives and Nigerian Medical Association, who are earlier opposed this importation. Dr. Osage disclosed that the Ministry of Health was not their host and do not know their location because they are not truly our guests. Hey, can you imagine that? The Minister of Health further said about the Chinese doctors, I guess not all of them are doctors. Did you hear that? I guess not all of them are doctors. Some of them are technicians, but they are staff of CCECC. The Ministry of Health is not their host, so we can't always clarify what happened to them or their whereabouts. Do you understand what is going on? According to Nigerian Tribune correspondent, Dr. Osage appeared not to be interested in those doctors, but they are staff of the company, and I think they are on a company visa. So I will be pleased if you don't inquire about their whereabouts because they are not truly our visitors. Osage, however, said that they were able to understand many things concerning coronavirus pandemic from the Chinese health specialists through interaction based on their experience. What interaction, what experience are you talking about, Dr. Osage? He said they were able to understand. What did you understand? Which lab do you have? Which proven lab does Nigeria have where they have worked on these issues, where they have resolved and have seen that these things are working and everything is in order? Where is it? Nigerians. Can you see that in this country, when we say that there is no accountability and that there is evil prevailing in this country, somebody will think that we are just speaking or we just want to, castigate the government. Can you see what is going on in this country? That the government of this country, they have no clue. There is no accountability. There is no sincerity. There is no honesty in our government. That they just do what they like. They just go about and just, leading the country anyhow. What was the reason of bringing in Chinese doctors? You brought them in, and now you are telling us that they are not all doctors. Some are technicians. I don't understand it. You spend the country's money to bring them in. What do you mean? I don't get it. I don't get it. See, God has to really deliver us and help us in this country. Please, anything you are doing, just say a word of prayer for Nigeria. Trust me, it will go a long way to help us. Because what is happening in this country is beyond human understanding, I can tell you. It seems like the people who are in government, as if there is a spirit, as if there is something that is not making them to think right, or to speak logically, or to make them think that the people they are talking to are human beings and that they see, they understand what is going on, and the people are not dumb, they are not deaf. Yes, the people they are speaking to, they are not dumb, they are not deaf. They are intellectuals. They have mind. They are they understand. They have understanding. They are not just children that you just toast about here and there. How come nobody really understand? Nobody can really vouch or say this is exactly what is going on in this country. I tell you what, it is because of inconsistency, it is because of evil, and some people trying to manipulate things. That's why things are the way they are. People see money, and the love of money just holds them griply so strongly that they will not be able to tell the truth. The love of money is so serious, so strong in their heart. They prefer the money to life. They can kill for it. They can tell the harshest of lies to get away with it. Nigerians, this is capital evil, prevailing in broad daylight. You brought in Chinese doctors into the country. Nigerian kick against it, but yet you guys prevailed. You did your own thing. You brought them in. We are asking you now. You said they should not be. You don't want to be. You don't want to hear about that. Nobody should ask you any further. Nobody should ask of them. What do you mean? Are you guys not accountable to us? It's a simple question. Where are the Chinese doctors? Anyway, we're going to blow this out of proportion. We're going to make the world know. And the Minister of Health, Mr. Osage, has to be investigated. He said they are not all doctors, that some of them were technicians, and that they've made them understand coronavirus. What understanding did they bring, what light did they bring into the matter that made you to feel that they have done something? What light did they bring that a Nigerian doctor, a nurse, or technician cannot provide? You see the way you have reduced this country. Even in this 2020, there is still modern day slavery going on in our minds because of the way we perceive and the way we begin to expose ourselves to the other parts of the world. We make the world feel that we have no sense. You know, we have no direction. We are just there. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what is being done in our country? Anyway, my people, please, I would like to hear your comments on this matter. What do you think should happen to the Minister of Health? And what do you think about what he has said? Is that the correct words to say? Is that the right approach to things? That they should leave things the way they are. Nobody should ask him. They are not his guests. They came in on company visa. Which company visa? Which of the companies? Because we want to understand it. And we want to understand it. We want to know what you're talking about. Anyway, my point, the matter, what they go on be this. This is what is going on in this country now as we speak. There is so much evil, so much disguise, so much, evil that is prevailing. And we are watching it. We are seeing what these people are doing. We are watching every day. We are seeing what they are doing. Nigerians, let's wake up. Let's wake up. Let's call a spade, because this country, if we allow those people to carry on what they are doing, at the end of the day, we will find out ourselves that we have mortgaged ourselves. We have mortgaged ourselves. It is wrong. It is wrong. You can't continue with evil and expect change. Nigeria deserves a fresh breath of air. And that's why we need good leadership. Look at all the people. Even Buhari, chief of staff, he went to pick an 80-year-old man. 79 and 80, what's the difference? Are there no youths in Nigeria? Are there no young people who have fresh initiatives that could give the government ideas that will move Nigeria forward? Surrounding himself with old people. It shows that there is no plan for the future. There is no plan for the future. No plan at all. All they are after is living. They are still living in the 80s. They are not in 2000, by the way. You are the one that think they are in 2000. Buhari and his administration are still in the 80s. How many of the administrations, APC governors, have you seen that appoint young people in government? How many of them? You can count them on your fingers. Those are the good ones who are thinking about the future. Anyway, my point at the matter be this. So what do you think? Don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us hear what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye for now.